We are now approaching the very exciting end of 1.14, the Village and Pillage update snapshots that was officially announced September 29th of 2018 at Minecon Earth. Snapshot started October the 24th of 2018, introducing the new updates that I have been waiting for changes to villages. I didn't think it would ever happen, but it did, and I was amazed. Now, 4 months into 2019, we get pre-release 2, which means we are at the exciting end. Let's review some of the coolest things, in my opinion, that make 1.14 line up with the 1.13 update. Probably the number one thing for 1.14 that I like the most, or at least one of the things, is the new textures. If you didn't know, Japa, the pixel artist from Mojang, joined over a year ago. Now back in 2017, they announced that they are planning to do a complete overhaul in the future to Minecraft's textures to make them way better, so that they would release the new textures in beta packs throughout the next years. As you know, Minecraft's textures are very unique in their old style, and it's what sets it apart from the newer games. I was at least 90% on board with this idea. So here are a few things that I like, the new textures that I like, and a few textures that I don't. I like all of them, so don't get me wrong, but there are certain ones that stand out more than the other ones. And I honestly do use a resource pack with some of the beta textures that I like way better. So yeah, but these are the ones that are in default without a resource pack. These are the better ones, and these are the ones I'm still thinking need changes. Yes, they look sort of like the original, more of the diamond and the gold and the lapis and the emerald. I don't even want to go to that block. It looks so ugly. That one looks ugly too. The diorite looks ugly too. The gravel, it's gotten slightly better. But oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about the emerald. But these, they're way better. I can now see completely through glass, just like I can see now through all the other colors of glass. The netherrack, or nether quartz, way better. Stone brick, way better. Glowstone, way better. Wood, way better. The mossy cobblestone, way better. All the types of wood are way better. And the netherrack, well, it's good. So, yep, that is probably the top thing that I like. One of the top things that I like about 1.14, the Village and Pillage update. Village and Pillage update. So let's see what number 2 is. The second thing that I like in the Village and Pillage update is the new style in villages, including savanna, taiga, deserts, and plains. Now, I really didn't care too much for them when they were the old style villages, what they used to look like. As I played more and more, I got more bored of them, and all I did was take down the villages more and more, and flat out hurt the villagers. With the new training, I really am enjoying them a lot more. So let's take a look at what they look like now. So here we have a new desert village. You can see that the villagers have new skins, and they now have cats. The buildings are a lot more built up. They give a bit more lore to Minecraft's villages, and that's pretty cool. Now, I can't show you all of them because the one thing that I don't like about trying to use the locate thing is I can't pick what biome specific village I want to go to. I really wish they would fix that. So, Mojang, if you listen to this video, please take in consideration that I want to go here. I want to use this command. I want to be able to track down which village I want to go to. It needs to bring up a list of all of the villages that you put in available. And a little fact, we are not getting jungle villages as of right now. Jungle and swamp villages, even mesa villages, we're not getting them right now. So, yeah. I really like the new style of villages. I think that the design is really cool. This is very Aztec kind of deal. So, yeah. Now, let's move on to the third thing that I like about the village and pillage update. Also, related to village. The third thing on my list is the new crafting system. Now, this new system is a bit crazy to figure out at first, considering so many blocks are introduced into the game. We have the grindstone for repairing and disenchanting stuff, such as weapons. We have the blast furnace for smelting ores faster. We have the smoker for cooking things faster. We have the stone cutter for making the slab, stairs, and walls faster. We have the loom for making banners faster. We have the barrel that is for storage and fishing, kind of. And we also have the lectern that has some redstone functionality, but is, as it kind of suggests here, is for the librarian. So we can just place this book on here, and it makes it easier to read. And so we can type in here, or I thought we could type in here, but apparently not. And we can take it out, and it will still give us the book. So that's pretty cool. And some of the other things are in, some of the other ones are in here too. Some of the other blocks. Now, like I said, they're a little bit hard to explain. The system is new, is going to get taken some time to get used to. Some people are going to be a little aggravated that their major redstone contraptions are broken. But this village seems to be a little bit empty here of the things. I'm not finding them. But, yeah. This seems to have two lecterns here. I'm kind of checking it out. Interesting. This village doesn't seem to have but two lecterns and a bell. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. Well, that is the number 3 thing. Now, let's go on to number 4. Now, there are 2 blocks that I want to go over. They are the smithing table and the fletching table. The devs have said that they aren't going to have uses for the player in this update, but they will have functionality for the villagers, as the villagers will use them to restock each time that you trade with a weaponsmith or a fletcher or any of the other ones. Now, I forgot this block. It is called the cartography table. It is, for as the name suggests, if you don't know what cartography means, it means maps. Now, what I mean by functionality is how each of the other blocks have a user interface. Well, this one, these 2, you click on them, they don't have it. But if you go up to a Fletcher, and he just goes in his house, and he comes back with new established trades, then he's using this to restock. And as of right now, you can't use, the player cannot use this. Only the villager that's the Fletcher can. And this is the same with the smithing table here. But all the other blocks that I suggested have functionality. Like as I suggested in the last part of the video, they all have functionality but these two. So yeah. And the number 4 thing is the trading UI. Now, as you know, it was pretty basic before 1.14. So basically in 1.13. It was pretty basic. You just put an emerald in there, you get it. Now, if you hit a villager, it will make the price go up. It's still a little bit being worked out and stuff. Also, I want to elaborate on these blocks a little bit more. Whenever you put an unemployed villager next to one of these, it should take on the profession. Sometimes it doesn't. I've noticed on my server trying to get them to do that is a little bit hard. So I've noticed that a little bit. And then the bell, when you ring it, it has a certain other functionality that I will share for a future top thing in a little bit. So yeah. And as you can see, all the villagers will go into their houses. They will find an assorted shelter. They will go inside that house. And see, all of them are trying to get in there at one time, and it's not working out. So let's just show you. It's being a little bit noisy. And honestly, it's kind of annoying. But, yeah, let's just show you what I'm trying to tell you about these things. This guy, he should take up being a Fletcher. He just took up being a Fletcher. So now his trades will be anything to be with a Fletcher. This guy should be a smithing person, trading person, or a weaponsmith, or blacksmith. Yeah, toolsmith. And as you'll notice, there is a ranking system now. You have a novice, and each time you buy something and you fill up this bar, it's going to go up and get better trades each time. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So that is basically number 4, the trading improvements. So now, let's move on to number 5. Can't already tell already what the number 5 thing is. I don't know what's going on with you. It's pandas, guys. It is pandas. There are different types of pandas here in 1.14. And we have this long green sugar cane looking ripoff. No, I'm just kidding. It's not sugar cane. It's bamboo that can be found in jungles. Sometimes in large patches where these guys will spawn. What can you make with bamboo? You can make scaffolding. What's scaffolding good for? Building. Building up to good heights, stacking over on buildings to certain points, and yeah, what you use to make scaffolding, string, and bamboo. Certain amount of string, certain amount of bamboo makes scaffolding. If I can find it here, I can show you real quick. So you can stack this up. It's supposed to be able to stack it. Well, it's not wanting to stack the right way. That's odd. Why is it wanting to go that? I think that's a bug. Because I'm trying to go up, not. That is weird. That is odd. You're supposed to be able to stack these up, but it's not doing that. It's not letting me do that. That's weird. You can stack them up. You can stack them vertically, and then they'll fall down at a certain point. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And let's get back to the talking about the pandas here. Pandas have different types of moods: angry, happy, sad, lazy. When you do to breed them, you use bamboo, of course. You can see here, if I just go in here, they'll eat it. And you can breed them like every other animal, but they aren't able to be tamed fully. And so is another animal that I will show you here in a little bit. And you don't want to attack them, you monster! I might have to just because I want to use this pen for something else and I don't want them distracting from the other animal that I'm about to show you. So yeah, that is number 5, the panda bear, which is pretty cool, honestly. I wish I could have found them in their natural habitat over there, but it seems not. So yeah, now let's move on to number 6. What is number 6, you may ask? It is foxes. Yes, these wild critters will spawn in taigas. If you didn't know, the taiga update is part of the Village and Pillage update because the fans voted on it. And what you can do with these is you can semi-tame them like you can a wolf and a panda and a dolphin, kind of. You know, well, they can kind of be tamed and kind of can't. That's a disadvantage. You can tame them with berries, and during the day, they will sleep. Somewhat, they will sleep. And during the night, they will go out hunting and stealing people's food. And eating berries. And if you throw something at them, they will hold it in their mouth. And if I just toss that conduit to him, see now he's holding that conduit, and they'll bounce it back and forth to each other, kind of like a dolphin does when you throw an item there. But it is very cool. You can kind of tame them and you kind of can't. It's kind of that role now that Minecraft has. And the berries, they can hurt you when they are in that state there. They should be sleeping, honestly. It should be the time of day that they're sleeping. Let's see if I can make one sleep here. See, they can sleep. There's also a Arctic fox that's in the snow biomes. And you guys, if you want to get them real good, you gotta sneak up on them. So that's another cool thing about them. Is that they can hold any item. And almost use any item, kind of. I wish they could use the items, that would be cool. So, yeah. That is number 6. Final thing in the things that I think are cool in the Village and Pillage update that I am at least going to cover in this video is the rating system, which is part of the Village and Pillage name, which is the pillage part, which is these guys, the pillagers, introducing the new crossbows, one of the only other weapons to be used by a mob. So we have we have bows used by skeletons. We have drowns using tridents. This is like the third thing to be used by a mob. An item. I don't think that any other mob uses a weapon. I could be wrong. Or the illager, the ones in the mansion do use axes. So yeah, if you get a pillager with the banner on it, then you will get what they call a bad omen. I don't see one in this particular outpost, but I bet there is somewhere in this world a thing here. If you didn't know, the bow or the crossbow works like this. Load it up, pull it back a little slower. There's enchantments that make it faster, and then you shoot it. It's pretty quick. They're pretty accurate sometimes, mostly with their shots. And there's another thing that's with it called the pillager or the ravager beast. The ravager is the official name. It used to be called the pillager beast, but they decided against that to call it the ravager. And they don't spawn naturally, except for when you go into raids. So now let's give myself a raid effect, or effect the bad omen. Let's give myself the bad omen here. And you can see that when I do that, if I go into a village here, somewhere, I have a village somewhere here. Kind of lost the coordinates now. So let's just say I go and find a village. Let's just say I bring the bad omen effect into a village. What's going to happen is the result is not going to be good for all of the villagers, because they're going to get raided. That's the whole point. And you have to protect them. Now, I've done this in several other videos, so you can go watch it. But I just wanted to show it off. So that is if you get the effect if you kill this guy. You can see they're a little wonky. They shoot each other sometimes. Let's just see what happens when you don't do anything. The Iron Golem should be helping. I don't know why this one particularly isn't. Somehow stuck. Come on, dude. What's the problem? The citizens of this village need you. And it just starts up again. Voluntary exile. Okay. And it just restarts over and over again with different levels of difficulty. But when you defeat them, when you defeat the raids, all the levels, you get what the hero of the village is. You'll get what's called the hero of the village. Okay. where are they coming in from now? Okay, this is another raid. And then it'll add a Ravager here. Okay, so let's just go and see, let them do their little job there of cleaning out. And find another village to demonstrate a good omen effect. Or the hero of the village effect. I'm trying to find a village that has hero, or to do hero of the village in. This is gonna be harder than I thought to find a taiga village. Okay, I'm not making any progress here. This is the final incentive thing here. Okay, so we found a village here. They're having a little bit of trouble here. let's give effect, give, Lego Show TV, hero of the village. And then they are going to give me a discount. They are going to give discounts. Also, they sleep in beds, if you didn't know. They sleep in beds when they are under attack. Or during the night, they sleep in beds. The golem seems to have this under control. So we're mostly all good. Okay, so let's see what I can do when I turn this guy into a librarian. That's clearly not right. It's supposed to be a librarian. But it will give you discounts whenever you do that. Whenever you save the village. And there is a bonus thing here. I want to end off the video with the Wandering Trader and the Wandering Trader Llama. If I can find the Wandering Trader Llama. He will only exist in your world for 40 minutes. And during the day, he will, during a storm or at night, he will vanish. His trades are okay. There's a nautilus shell trade. That's good. And he'll only be here for 40 minutes. And you'll find him randomly spawning in this world. I spawned this one in, but yeah. You'll normally see him naturally generated or naturally spawning in anywhere in the world. So, yep. I think I am going to end this video here. If you did enjoy this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what your favorite feature that I've explained is. I hope that I have explained it pretty well to you guys. I hope I've explained the 1.14 update, kind of. Mostly all the features that I like, that are major, that I like and care for. And so, yep. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.